Hey, John Kaminsky here for Cayman Sound. Musical Excursions, episode 12, I believe now. At this time, I'm really rolling now, huh? Okay, so I had a couple ideas of things I wanted to do this time and changed my mind. All the stuff I've been talking about, a lot of melodic minor, altered stuff. I'd like to show a little bit of how I like to use that in the blues. I just love. I feel like everything I do is kind of bluesy anyway. Hence, it all comes back to it. A lot of people feel. So anyhow, there's a tune called Freddie the Freeloader, which is just a standard jazz standard, but it's basically a blues. Except, it's basically just a 1-4-5 blues even. It's a very simple one, except for the fact that it's there's a flat 7 in there, not just the 4 and the 5. So, in other words, it's like this, if you've heard it before. That's the whole tune. Okay, now what was different about that than just a regular, blues jam blues that we do at rock clubs or whatever? The only thing is it throws that flat 7 change in there. Now, what I mean by that, if you're following me on some of the other episodes, is just that it would be, so we're in B flat. So B flat, so we just play B flat major scale, except for change the 7 to a flat 7 and play that chord. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and instead of going here, we're going here, which is A flat. And then you make that a dominant 7th chord too, like all the other changes in the blues, right? Not that there's not minor blues, but referring to this particular type. So anyway, so we got. Right, so that's where the melody is, on that flat 7 chord. So what do you do there, right? I mean, you're used to doing... Not you, whoever. A lot of us were used to doing that. We're used to, are used to, still do whatever. Now, you can treat all these 7th chord changes like a mixolydian with passing notes, right? Like I just did right there on the B flat, the 4, and then when you go to the 4 chord, the E flat, basically mixolydian, couple of passing tones, then on the F, E flat. All mixolydians, and then but then it goes. Okay, that's a little different, right? You could treat that too, just like mixolydian with passing tones, if you want. But you hear jazzers doing some real fun stuff. You hear other stuff in there. What are they doing? They're doing all kinds of things. I don't have all the answers. But one thing I like to do sometimes is use a melodic minor, one of the modes from it. And it's just really handy. This one in particular, you hear people talk about quite often is up a 5th. Okay, so whatever chord you're on, go up a 5th from there. So if I'm on that A flat, go up a 5th to E flat and play that melodic minor. And this is referring to dominant chords, you know. Now, a lot of times, see, if I would make that a 7 flat 5, so that'd be an altered dominant chord. That really works good. But this isn't. You don't necessarily have to play that. You can play just a regular A flat 7, but it still works. Most of the notes are the same. It's already a little different sounding because you're going to that flat 7 instead of going back to the 1 or the turnaround on the 5. You're going back to the 1. I mean, you're going down to that flat 7 instead of back to the 1. So it sounds bizarre anyway a little bit. Somewhere else. So instead of just playing the Mixolydian for that, how about then it brings you right back, because that's a third of the B flat, brings you right back in. So okay, just a suggestion. It's really more fun to hear it in context. Maybe I should have made a backing track for this one, but see if we can do without it. And so, one other thing I wanted to mention, if you've been keeping up on making sure you know your chords in different positions, the same form in different positions, then that will come in handy here, because here's that A flat 7, right? So the root's on the 6th string. On the 5th string root, you got it here. 4th string root, you have it here, right? The 6th fret. Now, if we're talking about going up a 5th from the A flat 7, playing E flat melodic minor over that chord, it's... Remember what that is. Right? Flat 3rd. And the rest is all just like a regular major scale. Okay? 1, 2, flat 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, natural 7. Okay. Now the reason I picked this position, just to mention that with the 4th string root for that A flat 7, is because it's so handy when you're right here. So here we go to the tune again. Now right here. Then you're back to the B flat again. So I hope you get something out of that. It's really fun to mess with. I don't know how much time I've taken up. I hate to go too long on these. I think I'm way overdue. So we'll see you next time, and hope you got something out of that. Please subscribe on YouTube so you can get more of these from me. Also, you can just go to KaminSound.com, KAMINSOUND, and I'll have my latest YouTube upload there too, so you can just go onto that. It's my 3rd page on my website there, and it's got my most recent uploads. Okay, another way to do it. So hope to hear from you, especially my musician friends out there. Come on, give me a little something. Let me know what you're thinking. Okay, appreciate it.